Then you'll be better.
A few seconds I was able, like, at that 10 seconds, I took it out, and then I put it back, and then I did something else. I did something else with ice. It's good. But that was, the bottle helped the most. I took the bottle and I did that on the bottle. That was great.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better, thank you.
Okay. Stop if it's ready. This afternoon we'll be mainly playing some doubles, but also working on a bit of strategy. On ground strokes, some of you will be doing a bit of that. The lob. A lot of you are playing lobs already, so you won't have to change. The thing is, when you're lobbing off smashes, it's just a short swing just to lob the ball back. You're not trying to add to it. But on a ground stroke that's deep, you probably have to follow through a little bit with the lob. I always mention a coach we had in Australia who taught young kids how to lob first. Now, if you stop your racket, you're not going to, with a slow ball, you're not going to get a lob, or not a very consistent lob. It actually develops great ground strokes if you learn how to lob first. And then all you have to do for your ground strokes, instead of keeping the head of the racket and lifting the ball over the net, and that's actually what all you're doing with the head of the racket, is carrying it over the net with the follow through. It's the same with the lob. So you're trying to get side on both sides, and just letting the racket carry the ball to the baseline. It's a simple swing. And then all you do for your ground strokes is you just go through here and keep the follow through 8 or 10 balls through the hitting area, and there you have your ground stroke. The lob is when you're not leaning back, but still hitting it here in front, keeping still and letting the racket do the work. So you can practice a bit of that. It's good to take a bucket of balls out of your hand and bounce a few balls occasionally to see how close you can get to the baseline. Before that, you look at the flags to see where the wind's blowing, and this should be on the line. The first one might be a bit dodgy, but this should be on the line. Is that on the line? Out?
Oh, bad call, bad call.
Okay, I'll bring it in just actually let me. That's gone.
Well, that's good.
On the line.
That's better? Yeah. Okay, now I've got it. Now I shouldn't be able to miss that all the time. Yep. So that's all you got to do, be able to do that yourself without falling out all over the place. It's a simple movement, and you do that off the backhand. Position yourself, and this should also be on the line. Yep. So here we go. Another one.
Yeah.
So it's easy enough if you can get to the ball, and then when you're there, you say, "Okay, hit it," just get it on the strings, and then carry it over. Use the idiot a lot, but it's good that you do that. And just quietly, lost interest there. This one will be better. Now, Ken Rosewall, every time you played him, the umpire said, "Players ready?" And Ken said, "No, not yet." So he'd take 4 balls, and he'd try and hit that one ball over there in the corner, and just live it and try and hit that. Pull it a little bit so that he pull it back to the other way. So it's good to aim somewhere, and then after he lobbed a few balls like that, then he says, "I'm ready." He mainly did that to test the wind, so that when he got into trouble, he had to play a lob and he looked around for flags, or like the golfers, pick up a bit of grass and drop it, but use the lob, and when you're playing the doubles, when your partner's in a bit of trouble. Now the court looks like they dried out a bit. I don't know if they put any water on it, did we? But anyway, they're still okay at the moment. So we're going to send a couple of people indoors. The rest we're going to be outside.